Exercise 10.1 Problem 1 Division 1 Solution. Draw a graph for the function y equal to 3x square. So the equation is given. We are asked to draw a graph for this function. So basically the first thing is that we'll have to create a table where we put suitable values of x in a particular range, say -3 to 3, and get the corresponding values of y. And thereafter, based on the values of the range of x and y, select the scale for x-axis and y-axis. And one point you'll have to remember here is that the scale for x-axis and y-axis need not be the same. Okay, so you'll have to fit it, you have to select it in such a way that you can draw the graph in the given sheet of paper. So that's the important point. Once you select the axis, you have the values already. So then create the points which needs to be plotted. List out all the points which needs to be plotted, and thereafter go ahead and draw the graph. Okay, so this will be the basic steps. So let's start it. Okay, as I told you, the first step will be to draw the graph, the table. So you create a table with 3 rows, and here, as I told you, I'm selecting values from -3 to 3 for the x, and with an interval of, that is with a difference of -1. So it will be -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So these are the 7 values of x which I'm picking it up. It's best to restrict within this range actually, unless otherwise we have some special cases, right? Then you find the value of, because it's x square, I'm first finding out x square, 3x square, I'm finding out x square, and then multiplying that value by 3 to get 3x square. So -3 square of that is 9, and 3 times 9 is 27. -2 square of it is 4, 3 times 4 is 12, -1 square of it is 1, and 3 times 1 is 3. Similarly, you can complete the remaining cells of this table. Now we have the table with all the values. So look at the values. The x is varying from -3 to 3, and whereas y is varying from 0 to 27. Okay, so the scale of x-axis can be 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit, but whereas for this, if you select 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit, you will need 27 centimeters. Unfortunately, we don't have that size of paper, so what we do is that we'll select 1 centimeter equal to 2 units for y-axis. Okay, so the scale is 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit for x-axis and 1 centimeter equal to 2 units for y-axis. Right, now that is done. The next part is that we'll have to list out all the points. So what are the points? X and y values paired together. So -3 and 27, -2 and 12, -1 and 3, and so on. So the points are given here: -3 27, -2 12, -1 3, right? 0 0, 1 3. That is x value together with the y value. Okay, 2 12, 3 and 27. So now we have the list of all the points which needs to be plotted. So what will be the next step? We'll have to plot them on the graph sheet and then join them to form a smooth curve. Okay, right. So now let's go ahead with the graph sheet. First step will be, we'll have to draw the y-axis and the x-axis and mark the units. So what did we say? We said 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit in the case of x-axis, and y-axis is 1 centimeter equal to 4 units. So it will be 1, each 1 centimeter is 1, 2, 3, 4. Each the grid is 1 centimeter here, right? Similarly, on the vertical side, this is 1 centimeter. Okay, your graph sheet also will be in the same shape. Okay, but I have to, this is on a computer, so it's got its own limitations. So I have done it with that limitations, keeping in mind the view to be clear. That's all it is. Okay, so this grid or this is 1 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter and this is 1 centimeter, right? So put out all the units. So we know 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. So on the x-axis, you'll have to write for every centimeter as 1. So it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Similarly, on the left hand side, you put -1 to -8. Okay, we have only -3, but it is better to make it up to 8 and 8, or maybe 4 and 4. That is also fine. You can, but I had to do it for 8 for one particular reason. Otherwise, the graph kind of opens out too big because it's a computer screen. The horizontal distance and the vertical distance are not equal, so I have to take it as -8. You can take it, plot it from -4 to 4 or -6 to 6. Right, on the vertical axis we don't have any negative value of y, so I'm just picking up 2 centimeters, right, and I'm marking it here. On the y-axis we are taking 1 centimeter equal to 4 units. So I am taking 2 centimeters below the 0, so that will be 0, -4 and 8, and above the x-axis, that is a positive y-axis, you will have 0, 4, 8, 12, because 1 centimeter equal to 4 units, right? So then 16, 20, 24, 28. Now in a graph you will have the division, so it will become clear, but here what I've done is I have marked the inner divisors actually, right? So each divider actually indicates 1. So this is 25, 26, 27, 28. Or if you take this is 12, this is 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so that is how it is done here. But in your graph sheet you will have the smaller divisions also, so it's clear. You can easily mark on it. Now let's put all the points. I've got all the points listed here. So -3, 27. So this is x is equal to -3 and y equal to 27. So -3. So x is equal to -3. So this is -3, right? And 27. So 24, 25, 26, 27. So this is your y value, right? So how will you plot it? So you will go on this horizontal direction, and here you'll go vertically up. The point at which it intersects is the particular point. So this is -3, 27. Now next one is -2, 12. So x is equal to -2. So this is one place to start with, and 12, right? 12 is here, okay? So this is 12. So you go here horizontally and you go vertically. So this is the intersecting point. So that represents -2 and -12. Next is -1 and 3. So x is equal to -1. So x is equal to -1 is here, and y equal to 3, right? 3 is 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is 3. So you'll have to come horizontally on this and vertically up. They intersect at one particular point, that is -1 and 3. It's like this, and the next one is 0, 0. So this is the point 0, 0, where the x-axis and y-axis meets, right? Then you similarly you plot all the other points, right? And you have to write the scale here because that is very important. And mark your x-axis and y-axis, similarly y complement and x complement, which are the negative y-axis and x-axis. So now what have we done? We have marked all the points. So what's the next step? We'll have to draw a smooth curve. So to draw a smooth curve, one simple technique which you can do is that you connect these points to a line using a scale very thinly. You should draw it very thinly, right? Get all the points joined by a straight line, and then use your free hand to convert it into a smooth curve. Okay, so first step is to connect them individually with a scale by straight lines, and then slowly use your free hand and make it as a smooth curve. Okay, so that way we'll be able to get a smooth curve. And when you draw from here to here, when you're drawing a smooth curve, you have to also keep an eye this next point. Then the curve will become smooth. Right, I have done that here in the next one. So here we have the smooth curve. This is all done on the computer, so it looks nice, but when you do it in hand, it may not be as good as this, but it is okay, no issues. Now final point, you'll have to make sure you got all the information in the graph. Is the scale there? Yes, we have the scale, and we have to write the equation of the equation on the graph. So this y equal to 3x square is the one which we are doing, and we have all the points. We have x and y axis marked, and the curve is drawn smoothly, connecting all the points, right? So that's fine. And if you look at the graph is symmetrical about y axis, that is x equal to 0, the vertex is 0, 0, right? And you don't have any negative, the graph does not extend below the x-axis. So these are some of the observations which you'll have to make from the graph. Okay, and there and actually it's given clearly in the book. So here the A is positive, and that they have given you all this information. So if you look at the book, you'll be able to get those values. Okay, so I hope it's clear. If not, please go through this one more time. It will become clear. Thanks for watching this video.